Here, we'll let Zoe run it. Zoe, what you can, since you wrote up the good
I didn't write
the outline, made it
anything.
look pretty.
I just moved stuff around.
Well, it looks way better.
What
So we should all introduce ourselves. So Zoe, you can go first.
Star Wars Geek Girls. They're geek girls that like Star Wars. And
okay,
sometimes cry.
I'm Zoe. I'm half of the Star Wars Geek Girl podcast. Yeah.
And what's your podcast about, Zoe?
It's about Star Wars. Yeah. It's about Star Wars.
I actually know this one.
Sal, you're an anonymous wolf on the notes, and I think that's really funny. 'Cause wolves.
That is awesome.
That's like an omen. That's an omen for.
That makes sense.
All right, so then Sal can go
Hey,
next.
I'm Sal. I'm also known as Doom. And that's all.
And what's your podcast?
Rogue Rebels podcast, in which I speak with my family, or whichever parts of them decided to read the thing that week. About all things Star Wars, from books to shows. Although soon I want to talk about video games and comics too.
Is Jedi Fallen Order broken still?
No, it's awesome, and I got 100% trophies, and I'm pretty much the best Jedi ever now, Zoe.
Awesome.
Did you break it when you were there, Zoe?
No, I didn't touch it. I didn't play any video games
She did not.
when I was there. Except the data pad at Galaxy's Edge.
Okay. And Colin, you want to announce ours?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm Colin, TK97670, one half of Carida Cast. Well, here with our final member.
Final. I'm Mike, TK5351, and I'm the other half, the final half. I don't know what that means. Like
Of the four of us that have been talking.
no. Oh, okay. And we started our podcast trying to talk more about costuming. I don't know if we succeeded at that.
Not when there's too much Star Wars news.
Yeah, we'll be like kings of it here soon because we're already ahead of them. So, but I'm a TK, so the TK costume is a relatively easy one. The more I'm learning about costuming. Uh-oh, who was that?
That
Sal?
was Sal.
Sal? I heard every other word.
You're broken.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. No, so I thought just because every podcast right now is like doing a pre-Clone Wars show, that it might be nice to not only just talk costuming, but also I feel like a lot of podcasts are kind of forgetting like the roots of podcasts, where you kind of have other podcasters on and try to, find new podcasts by listening to podcasts. Am I making sense?
Yeah. We had a lesson about podcasts in my media and culture class last week.
Okay, what was it about? Give us a
About-
quick, like the 30-second summary.
Oh god, it's like an hour and 20-minute class. It's mostly about radio, but then at the end we talked about podcasts, and he was saying like they're the new radio, and they said the audience for podcasts the book said mostly college educated people. I don't know if that's true, but yeah, that was pretty much the lesson on podcasts. It was just funny.
Did you raise your hand and say I have a podcast and start passing
No.
out cards? You gotta
I
promote.
didn't have any cards on me.
I got cards in my school bag. I heard
I don't
that
really
laugh.
know who's in the wrong here. Between the two of you.
And you were like, and check us out Mondays on iHeartRadio.
Yep, I hear ya. Okay. costumes.
Yep, that's it. Have a good night,
Yeah,
everybody.
Yeah, that's the whole podcast.
All right, we
Thank
saved-
you.
We learned what
All right.
the education.
Well, then we'll start with the costumes you're working on, because Zoe's taking Jonah to her first Mando Mercs armor party. What?
I am.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, less than 2 weeks. I'm excited.
Sick.
Yeah, she's gonna meet all the
Merc's armor
Mandos.
parties are fun.
Yeah, Merc's armor parties are the best.
Okay,
We-
I find that offensive.
There isn't as much armor. I'm sorry. You know what? Actually, no. Your armor parties are the best. You have popcorn and pretzel machines.
And
But Merc armor
slushies.
parties are pretty fun. And slushy machines. I'm sorry. But we also have dogs that hump, so that might detract from it a little bit.
Ooh, yeah, big drawback there.
Oh, unless you like Buddy. Buddy's nice.
Yeah, but
Sal.
Mike, you're always hosting people from every organization, though. You can't call yours a 501st costume or armor party or a Mercs armor party because everybody's there. You always have droid builders. You always have Mercs. You always got 501st. So
That's true. And I had some people that had no clue what they just showed up. They're like, oh, crap. Like Mark and a couple guys are like, what are you guys doing?
But yeah,
You
we have
have
Merc.
slushies? I think
I'm going to a Merc armor party. It's a mostly soft goods party because it's cold outside. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I have my custom Mando all planned out and stuff. I might work on my cape.
you taking your fur.
I think I will. Get Victoria to sew it for me because I don't know how to do that.
We're gonna drag Jonah into the costuming world.
We'll get her an
I
armor.
thought he had a Mando.
Who's-
Jonah Marie.
Jonah Marie.
Ah, that makes more sense.
yeah, you're thinking of Jonas.
No, Jonah Marie. She's coming.
Uh-huh.
It'll be a blast.
Awesome. Oh yeah, she'll have a blast meeting Mandos.
Yes. And we'll get her an armor.
Yeah,
Any
'cause
dark sabers in your territory?
Zoe has
There's
one.
I do. It doesn't glow, but we're working on it. We have a Vizsla, and he has a dark saber, and it's really awesome, and I want his, but
Season 2
I don't
or
think he
season
wants
4?
to. 4. No, 2.
Like,
I haven't seen
that's-
him in a while.
It's like my favorite one.
Yeah, we have a Vizsla.
Season 4 has like the 4 cannons on the
Yeah, I don't.
the top.
I
things
can't remember
instead
the
of
last
the
time I
no,
tripped with him.
RF.
Yeah, I think he's the first.
I think he's 2. I'm sorry, I lied. But
Season 2. Okay, that's
Yeah.
also kind of cool. He's got the half cape.
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, when
Blanky.
the first guy did that poor guy got called Boba Fett and Jango Fett, because
Yeah, that's not like I'm sure Zoe's been called it 70 times.
Oh.
So has Lizzie. And
Amanda's.
even down here, I get called Boba Fett when I'm Kanan because he's. That's all I can come up with.
I've been called like Leia and Rey in Sabine, so I don't even know what. I mean, Leia I guess wears some colors, but like Rey.
With the helmet on?
I mean, I'm always carrying my helmet, so like helmet on and off. But still, Rey does not have blue and teal, or blue and orange, or purple and white hair.
Not yet.
not yet.
Nice.
Well, and you
Someday.
got called
Episode 10 spoilers over here.
you got called Pink Boba Fett by
Pink Boba Fett, Pink
Yeah.
Boba Fett.
No, but you got called Pink Boba Fett by Daniel Logan.
I did. Yeah, he didn't even know like
by Boba Fett.
about Rebels.
Yeah,
It was like season 1, and he was like, "Oh, you're like a pink Boba Fett." And then there was a little girl in like the Halloween Sabine costume, and she got a picture with me right in front of Daniel Logan. He was like, "Wait, you're like a person." I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, and then you got a bunch of free pictures.
And my name is Anakin.
So what are you working on new, Sal? Are you working on anything?
Yeah, I'm actually trying to finish my Clone Wars Voss, because the Voss I have is from the comics, from the like OG Dark Horse, Republic comics, is the Queen.
Oh, we lost Sal.
Oh no.
Right when. All right. It's just someone they didn't want him to talk about. Did Lizzie just? Okay, let's see.
the powers that be didn't want to hear about.
They didn't want to.
Old
Clone
Republic
Wars
Quinlan
Voss.
Voss, I guess.
Let's see. Send him a message though.
I did.
Is your
Okay.
is your game? Can you? Is there an indication he can still hear us?
No, he's out. He's
Dropped out before
dropped.
doing it with him.
Oh, okay.
I remember one time he might have said something like Axel was playing like Fortnite or whatever. I don't know if that was it. One time he mentioned something about getting Axel off like the games or something. I don't remember. But yeah.
He's joined our call with a dial-up connection. Then.
Yeah, I don't know about
Somebody
that.
Made a phone call from the other room.
Yeah.
Even I'm too young for that to get that reference.
Yeah. Do I have to send him the link again, Zoe? Did you have to send her the link again?
I don't think so. I mean,
When it dropped with you guys before.
well, when it dropped on their end, they were the ones recording, so they had to send a new link because it
Okay.
canceled it stopped the recording.
Well,
But
I'll send it again.
I wish I was better at piano. I could be vamping some like elevator music on
right.
piano for us right now. It seems like the appropriate thing to do in this situation. I'm sorry, guys. I'm letting you down.
Well, it wouldn't be a podcast if everything worked.
that's true.
That's just how.
My school is recording booths, and I thought it would be cool to record a podcast in there, and then they kicked me out during the podcast.
Oh yeah,
So.
we'll do that.
Yeah.
What, you have a limited time?
Well, you can only reserve like 2 or 3 hours at a time.
Oh.
But like by the time we got it set up, I only had like an hour and a half ish left to record because we're having problems in the recording studio. That's when I
That takes me
decided
back to-
I would not use the recording studio.
Alright.
That's smart. I was a
I was
recording
gonna- I wanna
major and I
ask
did the
Sal.
same thing.
If you remind me, I want to ask Sal if... I wonder if there's a CRL for Voss, both in the 501st and Rebel Legion,
Because of Dark
because
Disciple?
of Dark Disciple.
There's probably not. I don't know if there's
Probably
a 501st.
not 501st for that reason.
Yeah.
Because there's no visual. The same reason there's no Captain Cardinal First Order in the 501st, because there's no visual representation of him.
I know.
Yeah. Well, no, but he would have worn the same outfit. And they did concept art releases of him in Ventress, just not the gala model for for Voss. They did for
Yeah.
Ventress. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how there's no gala Voss model. If you want to hear Sal talk about that.
I just think it should be a tuxedo with no sleeves.
That'd be pretty funny. Let me see if I can find a gala or a Voss on the. Wait, that's cheating. Or no, it's not. I guess. Interesting. I can't
Well,
find.
while we wait for Sal, Colin, what are you working on? Anything?
I'm not currently working on anything. I have I picked the specific paint swatches for the custom Mando, though. I have the color scheme that I'm doing.
Nice.
You want to hear some of these crazy color names?
I do.
While I'm at it, while I'm here. Alright, so the primary color is going to be a version of purple that's titled Dark Wings Rise.
Okay.
This secondary color I'm going to have as a sea pine, which is like a green, but kind of leaning towards a teal green. And then I'll have black and metallic gray and like the details and undercoat and weathering and whatnot. I really want the green to be like blacklight responsive, so I could go to parties and be like a bioluminescent Mando.
Well, you can buy that clear stuff you spray over.
Yeah,
Can't you?
I think so, something like that.
Yeah, that would be. Though, do we ever get called on any of those places?
You do like the Thon, like in Delaware. I think they have black lights.
They didn't have us. They didn't have it last year.
No.
I'll just carry him around with me wherever I go. Everywhere I go. Bioluminescent rave party. It'll be great.
Let me, Sal didn't see his link yet. Let me see it again. Let's see.
I've been trying to find, like, the helmet. The kind of helmet I want to do is I like the design of like the heavy infantry, but I don't like the way it's super angled in the front, like a big pointy chin, but then like really shallow in the back. I want to do like a normal looking Fett helmet, but with the squared off indents instead of the curved like the Mando has.
I don't know.
Yeah, see, I want to do.
I don't know where to get that.
I want to do kind of like the Mando, like Din Djarin's like helmet, like his kind of stylish, but I don't want to have the ridge in the middle. And I mean, this is ideally. I don't know if I'll get exactly this helmet, and then I want to sculpt little ears on it because I'm doing a Lothwolf Mando.
Oh, I have that extra one that if you want to grind the center of the piece off, you can have it.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
like a furry Lothwolf?
No, not like a fur. Well, so I mean, they're not gonna be like really big. You know how like Ursa Wren's like owl horns are?
Oh, okay,
Like a little more
I see,
subtle
okay.
like that, not just like straight up
so
like.
it's a stylistic
ear.
choice. I thought you
Yeah.
were becoming the Lothwolf.
No, not just like straight up
Cool,
ears.
Sal's back.
Oh, sorry, Mandos took over. You were talking about Voss?
We think the man heard you talking about Voss's costume.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one that I'm working on right now for me, the Clone Wars version from the Hunt for Zero. Yeah, and probably Dark Disciple too.
Yeah, well, that's what I was asking these guys. I wanted to ask you, do you think they'll make a CRL in the 501st for him, since he was one of the bad guys for a while?
It would be like hard to argue it, especially if it's already like a Rebel Legion thing. You know, like there would be, if he's already approved in one, there isn't really a good reason to have him approved for the other one. Like you kind of just run into it in weird things. Like I think the 501st just likes armor, so like they take clone troopers even though they should be Rebel Legion. You know?
Right.
But like maybe like phase 2 should probably be, 501st, and phase 1 should be. But then you're like breaking things up in a weird way.
I mean, you can get approved as like Mara Jade with like the purple lightsaber in 501st. Even when she's not
and that's
like.
another like, that's a
When
thing
she's
that's
like a good
approved
guy.
in both of them, because
Yeah.
she kind of wears the same costume for both of them.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so that's like another weird situation. But the thing that I think would work better for that is in the comics, there's a part where he's like clearly like an assassin for Dooku. So that Voss would probably be 501st approvable, you know, where he's like legit, like he's basically another Asajj. There's like a whole team of them,
Oh, okay.
you know. So probably something like that. But as far as Dark Disciple, even though it's like arguable that he might, you know, be on both sides, I think that's probably just a Rebel Legion thing. I don't know. It would like that's up to somebody's interpretation of the book.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get Gala Voss done?
If anybody ever gave me the images, because all I have right now is it's a light colored tunic with dark pants.
Just be like a tux suit. I was saying it should just be a tux with the sleeves cut off.
That's actually sounds better. It's pretty good.
And then Zoe was
Yeah.
talking about her Lothwolf Mando.
Cool.
I'm gonna have ears.
Nice. I need to finish Axel's. I have a Scout Trooper helmet that I need to assemble, so I can give it to him for season 4 Ezra.
Oh, nice.
Is it like the animated or just like regular Scout?
I get the real style, regular Scout.
I don't know.
Not me, Sal's still here.
It's a representation.
Yeah.
So in real life, it would look.
Did he go again?
No. What's nice is it's recording on his end. Oh, Sal just went away.
That's-
Sal.
Thought it.
They don't like Sal today.
I never do.
I think
Maybe
it's,
he's
this happens all. Sal.
It's just the internet in that area of the state, I think. Because I didn't get great internet either. Except when I was in Disney. Disney's got their internet. I think Disney steals the internet. Hello.
They got a wire running to the
Oh.
Starbucks next door.
Okay. I don't know what's going on.
That's alright. But, yeah. And so Zoe's
yeah.
working on that. Colin's, you're working on a Mando as well?
I would like to be, yeah.
Well,
I'm more in the concept phase than I am in the actual fabrication phase. So.
Hey, I just have a concept and some fur, so it's okay.
you should go to one of the Mando parties around here, because
Oh yeah, Mando parties. We do stuff for each other all the time.
those guys know their stuff too. Like the Mandos. That's a. I'd never really been around Mandos till Zoe joined, and that's a group.
A group.
Yeah, the guys here are like super, super nice. The clan, because Axel does Little Boba. Well, he did Little Boba. He kind of outgrew it a while ago. And when Lizzie did Sabine and everything, so they would always be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go hang with the Mandos," and they would like, they'd walk by the booth at, we'd usually be there with Saber Guild, and they'd walk by and be like, "We need to take the kids. They need to come do the Death March with us," and the kids would be like, "We have to go do the Death March, Dad."
Yeah, well, they did when Zoe got.
I haven't done a death march yet.
But when Zoe got put in the Mandos, they came
Oh,
from all
yeah.
over the state just to literally march in, interrupt her podcast, let her be in, and then left. Like they weren't even coming to that con. They just did it. It's just
That's
a good group
cool.
of guys and gals.
Yeah, definitely.
I got the special letter from the big Olorad. What's it called?
I don't know.
What's the top guy called?
Mandalore the Uniter.
Yeah.
Mandalore the Uniter, yeah.
Yeah, you got the letter from him and congratulating her. You got to do it for Lizzie now. When's Lizzie turn 18? You just get those.
March.
So have them come
March.
do the same thing.
We don't have live panels.
Oh well. Yeah. Well,
No?
just all of a sudden,
They just walk into the house.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
have them come to a Saber Guild practice.
We're looking for Clan Ren, House Vizsla.
No, they came in playing Back in Black by
Oh, yeah,
AC/DC.
AC/DC, yeah.
They come in like Iron Man.
Yeah.
It was one of those cons where they just had curtains for the panel. So, like, we knew they were coming, like,
I didn't know.
Zoe didn't know, but I knew they were coming way
Right.
before they got there.
I liked watching their pre-March pep talk. They
Yeah.
like circled up like a soccer team or something. So I think some of them took a knee, and they were like swaying and pepping each other up,
Awesome.
picking out the music, making sure it was loud enough, but not too loud to obstruct the rest of the convention.
Yeah.
They were being classy about it.
Awesome.
Well, that convention was in an old department store. So it had,
It
like...
was the perfect space for it because
Oh, I
it had
know.
like walkways and
Yeah.
like the carpets.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like if Walmart all of a sudden became a convention. And then I'm not working on anything.
Interesting. Nothing at all?
Well, I
The
would
garage
say
is always full.
Yeah, he's working just not for himself,
Yeah, I have. I'm working
which is
on.
my fault.
I'm working on a new
And your
000.
sister.
A dozen clone trooper helmets is your fault.
Yes.
Okay, that's true.
I'm working on new 000. I'm working on is it K3PO?
The white one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
K3PO.
Because I'm not allowed to be C-3PO. Safi has to take all the glory and be 000 and 3PO.
Yeah, and I'm working on C3PO. So I'm working on 3.
Well, she's got 3PO seniority, so.
Yes, I got 3 protocol droids, and then
I don't know. I've just been watching Clone Wars, and there's some purple ones and some teal ones, and I think they're really cute. But
Well, we can do
what
that
about, see if you can get the other head so you can do, what's his name, dude?
AP5?
Yeah, AP5.
But he doesn't have the same body.
Really?
Yeah,
No.
The torso.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The torso is like totally...
Well, and the next torso I'm sculpting is 4-LOM.
okay.
So I just gotta wait till I have a bad pool of a chess piece that I don't mind destroying, and then I'll make that a 4-LOM.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm mainly working on droids, and then the clone helmets I'm trying to get. They're gonna go out next week, so then I'll have more room to build more things.
My buddy Kevin, who does like Imperial Surplus,
Yeah, yeah.
is always asking me like, like back in the day, we'd be working in the shop a lot together, and he's like, if you were gonna do a clone, what would you do? I don't know, like maybe like an ARC Trooper or something. Those are kind of cool. Like, no, but I mean like, like would you get something approved? I don't know. But what about like, 'cause, like he's always trying to get me in armor.
Yeah, yeah.
Or he was like, if you're gonna do a Clone Wars character, what would you do? Probably Hondo.
Yeah.
But like, how about a clone though? I don't know, an ARC Trooper. I was like, you know what? The Hunter from the Bad Batch, that dude's cool. I could do a Hunter. And he's like, yeah, that's all custom pieces though.
Yeah.
Anything that can get you in that I have? Like, come on, man.
That clone armor's tough, man. I watch guys put that on. And,
Some guys have it like down to where, like every now and then I troop with, I've helped, what's his name, like Rexon around a few times.
yeah, yeah.
So usually he's got it like pretty down. He's like, I don't even really need help, dude, but if you could just line up my shoulder, that'd be nice. All right, cool. Boom, boom, boom. What's your next piece? Boom, here you go. Here's your helmet. And he can like get in and out of that thing in like 10.
Yeah, yeah. We have a couple Rexes. One of the best Rexes is down in Maryland. It's a girl.
Emily's the best.
Yeah.
She's so funny. She's been on our podcast, like years ago.
Yeah. But yeah, the clones I bought we didn't have Kevin back then. We had Watch City Armory. That's where I got the helmet mold from.
Mm-hmm.
But I bought from the first run when they first came out, and I started looking at it because I had never done anything, and I was like, I can't do this because you had to like seam it up so there was no seams, and
Right.
I was like, I'm not gonna do a clone.
You always want to do Captain Keeley, though.
I do like.
I remember you always saying that.
Captain
Yeah.
Keeley's cool.
But I don't know any.
Goat.
I don't know any. I don't know anyone that does that Jedi.
Well, I had a guy
Oh, I'm
here
a
that was
Gundai.
doing- Yeah, I had a guy here that was doing I'm a Gundai, but he just sold it. He's like, it's hot, I can't wear it. I can only wear it for like 30 minutes,
Yeah.
before I tap out. I can't really fight in it. So he, I think he got rid of it.
Who is that? Is his name John?
Yeah,
Okay, I asked him to come on tonight too.
yeah.
I don't know how. I don't. Somehow him and I got talking years ago, and now we're like 3D printing talking.
Nice. Yeah, I met him at one of the conventions around here, and I ran up to him because he had a really cool Casey Jones.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, yo, let me get a picture with you, Casey Jones. And he turned around and he was like, you're that Kanan. I was like, I am a Kanan.
Well,
And he was like, no, I'm making a Kanan. And then eventually he made a Kanan. And now he's in Saber Guild.
yeah, a student of mine brought the video in of your family from StarWars.com because I have pictures of Lizzy and Zoe podcasting in my classroom, and he's like, hey, I saw, I was like, yep.
Yep.
Well, I can't promote too much during school. It's a closed off.
Makes sense.
So, and then, if we get Mike on one of these days, we'll help him with his biker scout. I feel somewhat not as intimidated as with biker scouts as much as
Now that you have experience with Quinn.
yeah, because Quinn's that's the first biker scout I ever looked at. I thought literally biker scouts just had like a black suit, some white boots, and some plastic on. I didn't know all that other stuff. I never really paid any attention to them.
I'm really fascinated by that weird diaper.
Yeah,
Diaper.
well, they can go.
I
hard
didn't
no
know all the
wrong.
biker. I know all the biker scouts got mad in the Mandalorian because all their stuff was like upside down or something. All the biker scouts I knew were like, ah.
The belt was falling down.
Well,
away from the
yeah,
chest
well, because we
piece
had
and-
there was a Mando armor party like right after Mandalorian finished, and we were watching that episode together, and like there's a couple people who were also biker scouts, and they were all like getting really mad about the biker scout. And I was just mad because he had Baby Yoda, but they were just mad because his knees are upside down. So priorities.
At the Mandalorian premiere at the red carpet, they had the like Mandalorian suit there, like they had it standing up, like on the red carpet, and like we got there, we were there all in the things, and everybody there was Mandos, because like Mandos were exceptionally happy that night, as they should be. And like one of the knees on the dummy was upside down,
Oh,
and then it just turned into fix that knee. Fix that knee. And then like one of the ladies like ran out and like took the knee and like and like flipped it over. Yeah, and like all kinds of cheering. So now every now and then, if you ever hear Axel, sometimes he'll just, when he gets excited, he just goes like, "Fix that knee, fix that knee." Yeah.
So when are you doing
Those
your
are
custom
experiences.
Mando?
Everybody asks me that, and I don't know.
You do a cool
don't
one,
know.
I think.
Yeah, but I feel like I really like. I like the designs because I like the like I really like Pre-Vizsla, but I feel I don't really like look like a Pre-Vizsla. But then also he's got a Darksaber, so why would I not want to do Pre-Vizsla?
Do Bo-Katan.
Yeah, that doesn't. No, I don't know.
You break down barriers.
I'd rather.
Come on, you can
I'd
do it.
rather not. I could.
Get a wig. Get a little like
Yeah,
red-haired wig.
Me with like little red hair. That'd be the best part. I could just take off my helmet and I would be like, "I'm not the leader you seek." It'd be good times. So there's one that I keep coming back to every time somebody asks me that, and it's one that I keep looking at and I'm like, this is the worst. This is horrible. Or is it the coolest armor in existence? And it's Fen Rao's like Mega Man style, season 3, season 4 of Rebels. He's got these big shoulders. In the middle of his chest, instead of a diamond, it's like a glowing light. And his helmet has no RF, and I usually don't like that, but it has like a weird Mega Man look to it. Like,
Oh yeah.
and I don't know, I like it for some reason. Sometimes I think it looks horrible, and then other times I want to build it that second.
You don't like no rangefinder though?
I don't, that, I like rangefinders. And
See,
then I really
having-
like Pre-Vizsla season 4 and his like giant horns that replace the wave rangefinders.
See,
I just said wave.
having Sabine made me not want to have a rangefinder on my custom Mando because they're just getting in the way.
Yeah, but they look really cool.
But they're just annoying.
No, you're totally right. Yeah, I mean, don't touch Lizzie's season 1 helmet because that rangefinder will break into 762 pieces.
Yeah,
Right.
that's her Zoe's first 2 seasons. It's fixed.
Yeah,
And so you can't. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But
Oh my god, he does look like Mega Man.
dude, it's like a cross between Mega Man and Samus power armor.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And like
Colin.
sometimes I look at it and it looks ridiculous, and then it also just looks like the coolest thing ever. And I just
But-
want to walk around or like if I ever saw that at the convention, I would be like, "Row!" like Gar Saxon, who I also think has cool armor.
But to
I
weigh
would,
in
like,
on the
if-
rangefinder conversation, I think the helmets are okay without them if there's something else going on. If there's like a visor or something, or even just a center fin. That's why it kind of works for, Din Djarin, the Mando, because he's got that extra something to catch the eye on the helmet. I've seen
Mohawk.
some people that just have like a regular Boba Fett helmet without a rangefinder on it, and it just looks bland to me.
Yeah, I just prefer rangefinders. I just think they add a little something that looks cool, even on the clones.
Well, in the this isn't like a commercial, but those enemy prop ones, they're
Right.
so much nicer because they do kind of lock in place.
Right, right. Yeah,
Not when you have it in with a paper clip.
Well, that's your season what 3?
3.
Yeah, but I
Held in with a paper clip
I
for
did-
everyone knowing.
did better.
That's how my rangefinder is on.
I did better on the other one. On the
Yeah.
it's a learning curve, a like $250 learning curve.
I wish there was just a tan Mando because the enemy was I was so petrified of like just cutting that season 3 sat for like 6 months because I got one of the first ones when he made those and I didn't
Yeah,
touch it for 6
yeah.
months because I was just so afraid like I knew anything I did was going to make it worse.
I got pretty good at trimming out visors and stuff like that, but yeah, it is scary the first time. But like I always watched him do it,
Yeah.
so like seeing his little process, I was able to be like, all right, that's not that crazy.
I opted for the pre-cut one on her epilogue one.
Yeah, which is great anyway because he does such a good job doing those installs and stuff.
And he has those little clips on it.
Yeah, like the pressure fit for the visor.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that helmet was so nice.
yeah,
And I'll figure I have to get season 4, and then if this new Rebel spinoff comes, you and I will be making 2 more Sabine costumes.
Yeah, right.
Well, maybe she'll just stick with the epilogue one for at least a little while.
Come on.
At least a little bit.
It's not going to happen.
And well, they made the animation model. They're gonna use it. Those are
You know what
expensive.
You know what I do like right now? Bo-Katan in a poncho.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Mandalorian ponchos, down with that.
I saw
Sabine
someone.
needs a poncho.
The rangefinder's gonna get in the way of that.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see, like, I'm in the market now for, like, we need rangefinder, like, attachments. Because the Mandalorian, like, clips on a little light
Oh yeah.
on
yeah.
his helmet. A couple times during the season, he clips on a little light. And so I'm like, that's probably how rangefinders work,
Right.
you know? In theory.
So that one company sells. They have certain helmets of theirs have a modular system on the sides, and they'll sell different range finders or visor attachments that you can swap on there. I guess you just have to stalk them and figure out how they have that method working.
That's cool.
What are they called? They're called the Minox Den, I think, is that website.
Ah, okay. Yeah, they do a lot of, like, the Sith acolytes. Well, I'm Saber Guild, so I see a lot of their Sith acolytes and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Revens.
Yeah.
I picked up a really cool, I got the Temple Guard helmet. I've been looking for a really good Temple Guard for a long time. Turns out Enemy Props is working on one, I think, now. But
After you found one.
yeah, I asked him 4 years ago, and he didn't seem interested. So I finally found one, and it was a Force Relics, maybe? It's an Etsy shop, and it was the problem that I kept running into was the masks that looked really good. They didn't have that. They were like just almost like you just put a strap on it and it's a mask, because they did it when it was like the Clone Wars version,
Right.
and you just put a hood over it and you never saw underneath it. But I need the Rebels version because I'm doing it for a Kanan, which has the like ears and it really goes up over the head, you know, on top. And the Rebels versions, they had that shape, but like the mask details didn't quite look as good as the other ones. So I finally found that I think it's like Force Relic or Prop Foundry. It's not any of that. That's what it is. Prop Foundry. It's not any of that.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I think Force Relics is the guys that keep scamming people, so I'm hoping.
Oh yeah, let's not advertise them then.
Okay. Everybody, forget I said that. It was Prop Foundry. I think it's a girl out of Canada, and it's really, really good. And it's like it fits my face almost. Like it's so snug that it literally fits on my face. And then it's like it's really cool because the way the mask is made, like it has a profile. Like the face isn't so flat because it hugs your face. So like the mask looks cool from the side as well as from the front, which I really enjoy. Not that I ever get to look at myself in the mask, but it does look cool from angles.
I always liked those masks too.
Yeah, the one of the Mandos at the last Mando party I went with Zoe was working on the guards for the Mandos, like with the big headdress.
Oh yeah, in Satine's palace.
Yeah, Satine. Yeah.
Right, like the royal. Well, you know what? In theory, those are supposed to be the protectors,
Right.
which would be like under one of those is Fen Rao.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Step up from Mega Man? Question mark.
Yeah. They always remind me of the.
Well, that was his like day job back during peacetime. He's like really good at
Peacetime. That was the Clone Wars.
Peace relative.
well, half of it for Mandalore it wasn't. Half of it was them going like, "We are pacifists and we are so peaceful." Then
Yeah.
it
They
got
did
crazy.
stay
then
out of it
then
for a while,
terrorism.
With the exception
Yeah.
of Obi-Wan's terroristic love life, they did stay out of it for a significant period of time.
Yeah. They stayed out of it for a little bit until all of a sudden, what's his name came back. Prime Minister Olmec was like, you know what? I know I have a checkered past, but things are gonna be A-okay. Whispers to Maul, I got you, bro.
I think I'm about I just finished the droid episodes of season 5 of Clone Wars, like right before we started this. So I'm about to get back into Maul and that whole thing. But I didn't realize it like when I was a kid watching it. But like watching it now, I realize that like at the end of season 3, they like say that Maul's still alive, and they just don't touch that plot thread for an entire season.
Yeah.
And then
Totally.
And then the episode right before the Umbara arc is Nomad Droids. Like the emotional whiplash. Insane.
Well, I think that was also around that time was when we had tons of people doing clones, like in the costuming. Like it's kind of weird to think, but like I was the only TK that would show up to events for the longest time.
I wonder if it's going to happen again. We'll see how things go like this next year.
Yeah.
All we're going to see is like clones and Mandos.
It's going to be awesome.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, that's
great.
Because, I mean, what brought the TKs back, at least for a little while, is when Anovos released those first round of TKs, too.
Right.
Yeah, and that's when Rogue One came out, and we ordered gin.
Yeah, we still didn't get gin yet.
Yeah, that was a while ago. We ain't got it either.
You're never getting that. If they haven't gotten it to you,
It will go to my child.
They said to June. They said I think my last update from Anovos was June. They can come to like they were supposed to come in June. That's
but they just said like February, like a couple weeks ago.
Nope, it's up to June now.
Sit down, grandchild. I'll tell you about the time I ordered gin.
My child will inherit our Novos order. It's still not there, but the order goes to them.
Well, no, I'm just glad.
Soon, one day you'll be checking those emails, and they'll tell you it's coming Q4 of 2072.
Now, so you didn't cancel yours yet either, Sal?
No.
Okay, good. I thought maybe I was like the only guy. Like they're like, okay, there's just this
we might be the only two.
Maybe they're just hoping you guys will cancel. Like they're just waiting. Like we got these two guys that still are trying to get this gin.
Seriously? Tell them February.
Yeah, because that's when I tell people, they just look at me and I'm like it. Because if it comes through, it still's a good deal. Like, you know, like
yeah, like I'm like for the vest alone.
Yeah, well, because it's like everything but what the boots, the holster, and the gloves.
Yeah, and the scarf.
No, it does come with the holster. That's
no,
right.
the holster. Yes, it's missing the gloves, the scarf, and the boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the blaster, of course.
Yeah, well, that's a 2-day
it's an
print.
accessory. No.
I'll print
we'll keep that in mind if we ever get it.
When they come in, we'll print it and we'll have a gin party.
Then I'll be waiting on the email from Mike that's like, I'll get the blaster Q4.
Yeah.
Of 2027.
Party.
I'm getting almost. I've made it not adding new stuff to my list, and I've done pretty good. I haven't added anything new yet in probably like a week. So
I'm trying to like pare it down to essentials because I've got like things that are like 50 to 80% done that I'm trying to finish, which is like Voss for me. You know, I guess that helmet's not close to being done for Axel, but it's only one piece. It's like it's not like I have to. It's literally an accessory for a costume. And then like Liz has 2 that we're almost done with, and then 1 that we were gonna start that's probably scrapped now. And then replacing that one with 1 that she really wants to do. So like she's got like technically she's got 3 on the docket. Lizzie doesn't have a whole lot, but I think I have a friend that I want to get the helmet for, because it's that what is it, that Battlefront Cloud City Rebel Soldier that she was doing.
Oh yeah,
that without the helmet it just kind of looks like you're chilling. So I just need to weather that jacket a little bit and like, because it's cargo pants, boots, a like light blue jacket with the like little utility belt, But if you don't have a blaster in your hand and you're not wearing the gloves, it just looks like you have a light blue jacket and you're wearing cargo pants.
Well, you can
So I
always...
want to get her the like that. It's got like the donut, kind of like the Rebel Commandos
Right.
little helmet, but a different paint scheme to help sell it.
And Colin, have you got your cod piece fixed from your TK yet?
No. Never. What on earth makes you think that that's something that I would have gotten done? You should know me better than that.
Well, I don't know. Usually I'm the guy that doesn't fix stuff.
Which, thanks for reminding me about that. I signed up for that Harrisburg troop this coming weekend, and I'm now just remembering my codpiece is broken again. Good times. Awesome.
Well,
Great.
those TKs, they take a beating. See, I'm still on my first set of armor. So,
Nice.
but mine's about had it.
FX kits, keep going.
Yeah, those FX kits are thick. It's like twice as thick as anything else. So, but it looks like a dead tooth now. It's like getting a little yellow.
Mm-hmm. New TK from Anovos.
I have 2 new TKs from those in my basement.
One of them was in a raffle.
Yeah, I won one in a raffle.
It's good. I was
Yeah,
gonna
wait a second.
say
That's
that
right.
way.
You do have the parts there. Just mold a new ab piece for me.
Dude, why don't you just make like the busted ones in the Mandalorian? Just be
Yeah.
like that one dude that's like, I don't even have a thermal. I don't even have a det.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's the one part of my armor that's still completely intact
Yeah.
with no damage. Why would I get rid of that?
Oh, every picture.
And then if anybody asks you anything, just say it back to them. That would then just be like, you take it easy.
Yeah.
You're at the 501st booth.
Yeah, you take it easy.
You can have a photo.
All right.
Here's a question.
It'll be good times.
What's your
What's
question?
everyone's dream costume? Like,
Like money's
just
not an
ignoring
object?
all, like, no, like, money and, like, skill and everything's not an object. Like, what's the one you really want?
Phasma. I would 1000% do a Captain Phasma if I had the money, time, skills, and, all that required.
Yeah,
Just
for
wouldn't
me,
talk.
probably, I say this all the time. It's probably Clone Wars Hondo. Because I think I would just have fun walking around and be like, hello, children!
It's a good Hondo.
Welcome to Onaka Transport Solutions. I was friends with the Jedi. At least I think we were friends.
That's the better
'Cause that would
one.
just be a
I,
lot of fun.
I like him with the trench coat better than just like short beard in the.
Yeah,
In
he's
red.
He
got,
was
like, a
he was
sword
going through some hard
and, like-
times. He was going through
Dude,
hard
but, like,
times.
Clone Wars Hondo
Times in
is
Rebels.
ridiculous. Like, I could put a
He's-
little, like, Kowakian monkey lizard on my shoulder.
Get one of the ones from Galaxy. He's the best.
Yeah.
Hondo is the most powerful character. I think Hondo could have defeated Palpatine if he was there. Like Rey struggled, but I think Hondo could have done it like chilling. Like he just could have
Certainly
done
got
it.
the plot armor to do it.
I'm not
Well,
as
he,
young as
like-
I once was, but I'm older.
He's just like he kidnapped Dooku, Obi-Wan and Anakin at the same time, and then chained them together. Like that's the best.
Even those episodes, like, that has got to be my favorite Dooku quote ever, where he was just like, I would kill you right now if I didn't have to drag your body. It was great. I was like, savage.
Hondo's
about
What
you?
would yours be,
What about
Zoe?
you, Mike? Or
Oh.
Zoe?
Mine would be Siege of Mandalore or Ahsoka.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, we could the headpiece. We just got to get a mold of your head.
I'm just too picky with the Montrals because like a lot of people make ones that look good but they don't move, and I want mine to move. But then other people make ones that move but don't look good.
We're gonna make them.
So I need to find
We're gonna make
the
them
perfect
the
ones.
same stuff that Safi's shorts are made out of, or 000 shorts.
But will they bend and hang?
That stuff will bend. That's like miracle rubber. I have a gallon of it in the office right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it dries white without the dye in it.
Really?
I think so.
No, but that's one thing I love about Clone Wars and like that animation style is that everything just already looks painted by itself. You know, like even like people's faces just look like they were painted on. And I just like that. And it makes costumes a little easier because it just looks painted. You know?
Yeah, you can be kind of lazy with weathering and shading.
Yeah, well, like you look at the clones and like every clone trooper pretty much every clone trooper I see looks perfect because the clones already look like everything was painted on. You know? So like a really good clone trooper looks like it is animated just in real life. You know? It's crazy.
You always wanted to do the ARF Trooper when you were
I
little.
did. I thought I would be tall though. Like when I was little, I thought I'd be like, yeah, when I grow up and I'm all tall, I'm gonna be an ARF trooper, and I'm stuck here. So.
Big oof.
She's like, it didn't work out, so now I'm looking into Libre Gascon.
I just watched his episodes. He's great.
That's where I got the joke from.
Yeah. I want a little
Mike, what
Gascon
about
to
you?
like.
Who, me?
Yeah, what's your dream costume?
I would say Boba Fett. Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett would be that's probably my dream costume.
Yeah. I like the red gauntlets. I like Return of the Jedi, Boba.
I think it's just Empire because I had that toy. Like I had the mail order toy. I knew nothing about him, and so you just like honestly, if I could do the costume that looked like the giant toy, then that would probably be even more of a dream costume. Like I know, I think it's Gordon Tarpley printed like a 6 foot tall one.
Right.
And so if you could turn it into a costume, that would be a.
That's kind of how he looks in what is it? When they came out on what is it? The Disney Infinity.
Yeah.
Like his
Oh,
paint
yeah.
scheme is the toy paint scheme. Because
Yep.
I'm like, why does he have yellow gauntlets? What is the? Oh, okay, I get it now. I get it now, everybody.
So Colin, what's yours?
He said his. It's Phasma.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
Never
Phasma.
listen.
I know. It just seemed like so long ago. Well, what Phasma? We have a Phasma in Pennsylvania, don't we?
He's
yeah,
like,
go.
but it's not me.
No, but I'm wondering. I have never trooped with a Phasma yet, so.
I've never trooped with one either. I've seen the ones at the Imperial Stormtrooper Detachment photo at Celebration. That's the closest I've been to just hanging out with a Phasma. But they
In
all have the... Yeah, Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago. I remember because I think I was going to get my autograph from Tam, and they were doing like the big parade of all the groups, and I walked, and like there's like 4 Phasmas that just like walked right by me, and I just like I forgot I had to go to the autograph. I was just like, oh my god, it's Phasma.
Well, and then there's the Phasma out at Pittsburgh,
Oh yeah.
and she's as tall as Phasma, and she looks like her without the helmet on. So she goes around as Phasma without her bucket on. She's from Ohio, I think.
That's cool.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
I've trooped
Skip over
with a
that
couple
part.
of Phasmas. No, dude, we can get you a really good wig.
Yeah.
No, it's the beard that I can't get rid of.
Oh, you might have to sacrifice for your art.
Just add some blush and highlights. It's all contouring, dude. It's all contouring. Just watch these watch these YouTube girls. It's all contouring.
Yeah.
I've trooped with a couple of Phasmas, and I will say that it got infinitely cooler when The Last Jedi was coming out, and one of them showed up with like the spear,
Oh yeah.
and I was like, I don't know why, but you look awesome now. Not that you didn't look awesome before, but you look like 10 times awesomer with a hand-to-hand weapon.
That'd be an awesome and a super easy prop to make. You just spray paint a javelin chrome.
Yeah, basically, that's exactly what it was. Well, I don't know. That's exactly what it looked like, I guess I'll say.
Yeah, I'm sure someone has the handles measured, because we used to have a bunch of sand troopers that had the big prods, and I don't see those around anymore. I think all the big weapons usually go about the 5th or 6th time someone troops, and they're like,
The gaffy sticks.
yeah. Well, no, the big prods that for the sand troopers had the prods for the dewbacks.
Oh, sand troopers. Sorry.
Yeah, they were like
I was
these
thinking
10-foot
sand people.
Well, the same with the Sand People rifles. Like, you'll see a lot of Sand People build rifles, and then they troop a couple times with it, and they're like, oh, I can't carry the 6-foot rifle around. Because, like, especially in the Sand Trooper, you can't even wear a holster. So you have nowhere to put anything. Like, with the TK, you can throw your blaster in your holster.
Right.
Unless it's your super heavy one. Like,
well, mine's an airsoft, so but my armor is almost bent to, if it doesn't have the blaster in it, it looks crooked.
doesn't pull your pants down? Your cod piece down?
No, my cod piece is connected. I have an elaborate strap system. It's all connected around my neck, basically. Well, because when I started trooping, because I'm looking here, it says experience wearing costume. When I started trooping, the girls were trooping too, and Safi was like 4 and Zoe was 6, and so I had to make my costume so, because Missy would handle the children, and I had to make sure that I could pretty much get everything on myself. Because we didn't have, like, back then you had like, you'd have like 20 guys trooping and like 2 squires. It's gotten a little better.
Squire Sword Boy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, with handlers or whatever. I don't know why we call. I think, are we the only ones that call them squires?
Yeah, I don't know, but
that sounds like it should be a Saber Guild term, but we don't use it.
Yeah. Well,
I think I've only heard 501st call them squires, because Mandas call them handlers.
No, in Maryland they call them handlers as well. It must, maybe it's just a Pennsylvania.
All the clubs
It's just Pennsylvania 501st.
Oh my god.
Garrison Carida just calls them squires.
So our squires can go get us some hoagies.
And pop, right?
And pop.
I don't say hoagies yet. If I say hoagie, you need to get me out of Philadelphia.
Okay.
Liz says when I come back from Texas, I say y'all a lot. But I keep yelling at the TV. Y'all crazy.
We say use guys.
Use guys. I know people say y'all here a lot, actually, in Philadelphia.
Have you started on John yet?
John, no, I can't say John sounding like, cause like you can always tell like going, cause like a lot of people come to school here and they're like, oh, I gotta say John cause I'm in Philly now, and you can tell who's from Philly and saying it and who's not from Philly and saying it, cause it just doesn't work. Like some people, you can just tell it's not natural.
Can confirm. You're right.
Yeah.
I defer to East Coast wisdom.
All right, Zoe, what's your favorite costume?
My favorite costume? Like,
That you have.
like that I have? Yeah.
Well, it has to,
okay.
I mean,
Yeah, no, my favorite is... I like Epilogue Sabine because I like the colors and I don't have to wear a wig, but also Season 3 Sabine's really fun to wear, so...
What's your favorite that you don't own?
I don't own?
I
mean,
so
not that I'd...
all the people that you've, not necessarily one you want, but one, like, all the people you've costumed over the years with.
Oh, shoot. I don't know. That's a lot of people. It's been like 12 years.
Love you, Chad.
I don't know. I'll get back to you. That's...
It better be FXTK.
I need to think.
No, I'm just...
FXT, yeah.
I
Colin,
think for that one, I'm gonna go with Marty's Chewy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Marty's Chewy.
Which, like, obviously I don't want to do that costume myself, but every time I'm trooping with him is Chewy. Oh my gosh, it's even I start to forget that, like, that's not actually Chewy.
He's so good in his Chewy. He's...
yeah. I was going to say, my favorite's you girls' Jawas.
Oh, but they've gone and grown up on you.
I know. Zoe's muted for some reason.
Oh,
there we go. I muted you. I muted you by accident.
so you didn't hear anything I said in the recording?
I just heard... No. I just heard you and Marty's, and then my screen went dark to turn off the screensaver, my cursor must have been over you.
Oh.
If I knew it.
Okay.
So you were talking about Marty's.
I just said Marty's Chewy, and then I said Dan's 3PO.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Yeah,
That's partially
my
because of
Jawas.
them too. They
Yeah, they just do it. Dan does the 3PO voice just perfectly.
Well, that's what when Safi Troop and Dan was her handler at the was it the Franklin Institute, Colin? Yeah, she was like trying to impress Dan with her droid. You know what I mean?
Droid skills.
Droid skills.
Franklin. Oh, you're thinking of Whitaker Center.
Whitaker Center. That's what it was. Yeah, I mean, she even took part in that snowball fight.
That's right.
I didn't go to that because I was at work.
Gotta pay the bills. How about you, Sal? What's your favorite?
Like favorite trooping with or favorite like.
Both.
Okay, I think like when I'm Voss, I like trooping with clones. But you know, the good thing about being Kanan is generally I have the whole crew with me. You know,
I wish
it
that
doesn't
was
really
me.
beat, you know, when I got Lizzy and Axel and Liz and like we're basically everybody. So like that's the good thing that's what makes Rebels trooping fun. Is I get to be Kanan and I get to yell at my kids and it's canon.
Yeah, yeah. We have a chopper coming up here. We'll have a chopper here in about a month.
There's no East PA Rebels. I'm holding it down on my own. There's a Hera and an Ezra in Pittsburgh.
That's okay.
But-
You don't have to be alone anymore because you have the Mandos now.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Colin could do Kanan, right?
We've spent so
If I
many
do
years just trying to
short hair
recruit
Kanan,
Kanans
sure.
over here. Short hair Kanan is ugly. You cannot do short hair Kanan.
I don't care.
Short hair
I don't do
Kanan
wigs
sucks.
anymore.
It's not really Kanan.
I don't want to do short hair Kanan, but I don't do wigs anymore. I left wigs behind me in the
Do
old anime
season 2
convention days.
Kanan.
I don't do that anymore.
Do season 2
His hair
Kanan
looks
with
just
the
as long
Loft
as season
Loft
2.
Cat. No, but with the Loft Cat helmet.
FYI,
I would just
the
always
helmet
wear the
is a little-
stormtrooper helmet.
It's a little difficult to wear with the armor because of the neck guard, the way it comes up. So you have to be very
yeah.
careful with your head positioning. I know this from experience.
You could just make like a helmet out of hair.
What?
Make a hair helmet.
That sounds
With
like
the
something
eye-
a whaler would say.
with the eye guard and everything right on top, it just pops right on.
Ew.
Like
yeah.
mascot Kanan? What are
Yeah.
we talking about?
Well, no, you know when we were in Orlando, remember those people that did the
Oh,
Animated?
Studio Fractal.
Yeah.
That's who they are.
They were like that. That's still one of my favorite Zebs. Like I've seen a lot of people working on Zeb, and Zeb. It seems like Zeb always takes a rough turn right at the end. Somehow he looks.
It's just the face. The face just isn't made to look exist in real
but
life.
Those ones that were at Orlando, that Zeb looked really cool. Like the head.
Yeah, they look like straight out of the cartoon.
Yeah.
You know? I think maybe now that people have, if you play Jedi Fallen Order, there's a Lasat Jedi in that game. So like a little more realistic style to like look as, because it's like really hard to adapt animation into real life
Right.
when there's not really a understanding of how to, you know what I mean? Like
I don't.
there's
Jaro,
no, like,
the thing with
go-between.
Jaro. Yeah, but the thing with T'Pol though is that his eyes are totally different from Zeb's, because Zeb has the big green eyes with black pupils, where
Right.
Jaro T'Pol is like
Right.
human eyes, which makes him look worse in my opinion, because it's I just can't associate it. Right? It just looks. Well, he's like it hits uncanny valley for me, because he's like almost
But even,
human,
like,
but
the
like not.
face and the way that the features look in real, like the way that the hair looks, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that are things that you can draw into the Zeb without, like, with a reference. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think it's hard for people
But
to
with
find
Golf
that.
balls cut in half over your eyes.
Yeah, but with Easter egg eyes.
Ping pong balls.
That's my Jawa eyes were like the not not slot machine, the like arcade things with like the little
Gumball
capsules.
machine. Gumball
Yeah,
machine.
gumball machine. That's what they were.
Yeah, well, we got those robes from the guy who played Chris Bartlett. That's who we got the robes from. He's in The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
He's
He
the
plays-
droid.
He plays the droid, and he also plays the flute guy, I believe.
Yeah. The Kubas.
Because I wound up with, it's at Orlando at the Bash. Somehow I wound up with all the C-3PO guys. Like, I was just hanging out, and all of a sudden I'm with him, Christian, who did 000, and Dan. And I don't know why I was in with those guys, but because I'll never fit into a C-3PO suit. So, but yeah, those guys were all all good, and I'm glad to see all the California guys are getting to be on The Mandalorian. That's pretty cool.
He should film it in Pennsylvania and have
I know,
Sabine.
right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
So-
Well, yeah. We're trying to get a film of stormtroopers coming up. I can't even get 20 stormtroopers.
Yeah, they're coming out of the woodwork over here. They're all
Yeah.
over the place. I hardly ever troop without stormtroopers.
Well, yeah, I'm glad to see stormtroopers back. I mean, it's nice. Because, like I said, everyone went animated clones there for like a big while. Plus, the until Novos kicked in, the TK armor kept going up in price and down in quality. They were like, you were getting guys with like really soft pulls, because no one was taking the time to make new molds for stormtroopers.
Right.
And I have an FX bucket, which is you could fit like a whole TK bucket inside the FX bucket. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just glad we got to talk about costumes a little bit. I was telling, I was talking to Haas, messaging him back and forth, and I said, Haas, you should have like a costuming section on Rogue One. I said, it's between me and Sal, you could probably fill some time.
I told him we should work on a tank trooper for him so he could just like sit and then like outfit
Oh,
his
yeah.
little chair to be a tank.
Yeah.
Like make him his own mini rig.
Yeah, Zoe's on the outs with him because she missed him at Celebration.
I didn't know it was him. I didn't see him.
I think he was joking when he said that, but I just know how you were focused.
I wasn't really focused. I was just kind of out of it, but yeah.
I'm trying to build your backstory here. Well, he got Haas got to see the workings of 000 because I had to stick Savvy's face on, and I was still pretty new at that because we had never suited her up until the day of Celebration. So he got to watch me try to put her mask on, and then who's Maddie's dad's name? Maddie.
Kyle.
We were the next day. I was taking her mask off to get her a snack, and Kyle was so nice and helped me get her face back on too. Because you almost with that costume, like I love that 000 costume, but I could never wear that. I could never be like she has to be bolted in, and she's helpless.
Yeah. You're stuck.
Yeah. And she has more mobility than most of the men that do it because she's so skinny, like compared to the men. So she actually has she can kneel down almost in that costume.
Oh wow.
And she has the rubber shorts. I bought the rubber shorts from Gordon, so she has like full range of her upper legs.
Yeah. That's cool.
And then with I was listening to Anthony Daniels' book, and he was talking about how the legs hurt his feet. Like, and so when we went to Celebration, they were hurting her feet because all the weight of the legs and the shorts sit on the arch of your foot. So when we got back from Celebration, I made a harness that it's a weird ratchet system, but now they hang off of her waist, and now she can wear that pretty long without even bothering her.
Right. Yeah, that's how the That's like I would hear Kevin describing like how they like do the armor and like they make sure the weight is like carried by key points,
Yeah.
and that way stuff doesn't sag or sit on each other or weigh you down in weird places.
Yeah, I have my one leg on my TK twist because I put the mount in the wrong spot. But I put it there so long ago, I'm like, I'm not taking this off. So I just have to stand. I just look like, weirdly stand. Then I point, because there's been a few times when I first started trooping, Missy'd go up and start talking to a stormtrooper the one time, and it was someone else, until she learns, your helmet and stuff.
Right. All right, guys, I gotta duck out.
Yeah.
I've gotta make sure everybody's ready for bed and stuff. But it's great talking to you guys.
Well, it's nice talking to you, Sal, and Rogue Rebels Pod on all the social media and all the. Are you on all the pod catching?
Yeah,
software?
On all the pod catching things, and we're on Instagram at The Rogue Rebels, and our website is theroguerebels.com. And we put like costume stuff, and Lizzie puts cooking stuff, and I read comic books and books, and all that good stuff. All right.
All right. Hey, thanks again, Sal.
Cool. Thanks for having me, guys.
So, Colin still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here. So wait, whose podcast is this? Who's the home podcast?
We're gonna put this on all of them. This was gonna be like a crossover for all.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna have work to do.
That's all right. I'm stuck in this limbo where I have a ton of free time, but also no free time for some reason. I have no idea how it's working. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. Well,
chilling.
Do we have any other costuming wisdom before we go? Because I have to get up early too. So I know Zoe just has to get up and watch the Clone Wars.
Important stuff. Costuming wisdom.
Super important.
I want to see some more costumes out there of Giancarlo Esposito's Moff Gideon from The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because Olivia and I just finished watching through Breaking Bad, and he was one of the bad guys in that.
Did you watch?
I didn't realize it.
Did you watch Better Call Saul?
Haven't watched Better Call Saul yet.
You have to watch that then too, because he's in that too.
Yeah. When I realized that, I saw the face. He said something, and he said it the exact same way that Moff Gideon had called out Din Djarin and Cara Dune and Grief Karga. He called that moment when he's calling them all out. His character in Breaking Bad said something like that. I'm like, oh my god, it's him. Whoa. That's exactly him. But I would like to see more of that. Let's get some remnant stormtrooper action going on at our troops these days.
Yeah.
I want to see because I just watched the Gathering episodes of Clone Wars. I want to see the acrobat troupe that the kids join.
Yeah.
I want to see them. Or no, actually at our last armor party, or maybe the one before, because we watched a holiday special for Life Day. And
oh, you want to do that acrobat troupe?
No. We were talking about all of us doing that for celebration, just walking around with those and playing the music.
Yeah, I'd get it on that. That sounds fun.
Yeah, because it's just you just what do you need? Tights, you need just the tights and
Yeah, freaky masks. That's it.
Yeah, the freaky mask, and then they'd almost tutu kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
Doing the hammerhead body would be a tough one.
You just need to go to
stuck with that job.
Yeah, right.
You just need to go to like Party City, and they have all the, I tried to get a picture, and I looked up holiday special dancers, assuming that the world revolves around Star Wars, but it's just Santa.
Oh yeah, I had a thought a little while ago. So to backpedal on your the Nomad Droids episode conversation, I don't know what light you're looking at that episode through. There were a couple of gruesome murders that happened in that episode.
Oh, when R2 falls on top of the.
Yeah, there's that
the
one.
Little dude.
There's the ship explodes after that City of Bumpkins goes in to kill the little droids that were Wizard of Ozing them.
Yeah, but like
That exploded, killing all of them.
no, but like compared to like
droids
the
in the fighting
Umbara
ring.
arc. No, but like compared to the Umbara arc, like
There was still some pretty gruesome murder. The way that the droids in that fighting ring, the one I'm pretty sure was like, "Please don't kill me," and then he got like brutally sliced up. What are you talking about? That episode was horrible. Of course it was the perfect
like
segue.
I guess like the tone was just different, but
The
I don't know.
Great
That's
Zazu
how.
or whatever
No,
his
but
name
it's like it's just like really weird when people are like, "Oh yeah, just skip the first 2 seasons of Clone Wars because they're too kiddie." But like Clone Wars doesn't change. It's the same way. And I don't even know how you can skip the first 2 seasons of Clone Wars because you miss the introduction of Hondo, which is relevant later, and then you miss Rookies, which is really relevant later, and you miss all the stuff on Ryloth, which is important, and also you just miss like good episodes. Like Ambush is a really good episode.
Yeah, with the exception of the music and the score they used during that first season, the first season was still,
Yeah, first season had some like electronic
it was weird.
beats going on some.
It was out of place, to say the least.
But like,
It's like,
yeah,
oh, about to start a lightsaber fight, and
yeah.
run it away, like Star Wars trap music or something. But that's what I gotta say about that.
Yeah, but yeah,
You
Clone
guys are
Wars.
looking for this.
I just like when people say to skip it, like I just don't know how you can do that. Like I feel like people say that all the time, and I never agreed. But now that I like just rewatched it this past like week, less than a couple days, like I just don't. Like you just can't, because you miss Cad Bane too. You miss like
Oh, yeah.
most of Cad Bane's stuff is in the first 2 seasons. So when he comes back in like later seasons, like you just don't. You're like, who's this guy? You know? And then you miss like Boba Fett and the Zillo Beast. The Zillo Beast is awesome. And you miss the spider dude, Cat and Mouse. See,
Wait, which season was? I didn't think Zillo Beast
Cat
was
and
that
Mouse
early
is-
on.
No, Zillo Beast is season 2. That's
Really?
what I mean. Like there's a lot of the episodes. There's a lot of really good episodes in seasons 1 and 2.
I thought for sure
So-
that was later on. 'Cause
No,
that was during a time where they were like really digging into the whole like, yes, Palpatine's like.
No, Zillo
the
Beast.
Sith.
The Zillo Beast episodes are season 2, episode 18 and 19.
Huh. All right, I guess
You
my
know?
timeline's messed up.
And yeah, and I
No surprise.
thought Cat and Mouse was season 3, but it's also season 2. And like the Senate Murders one is season 2, and Satine is introduced, and all of Mandalore is introduced in season 2. If you miss season 2, you're gonna be really
Yeah, you're
confused
gonna-
when Maul comes back and all that.
Oh yeah. Like,
Then-
wait,
oh,
who's
yeah.
this person? Why is it so important? Why was this planet what?
Yeah. Exactly. And you also miss the Deserter episode, which is just really good. And it was funny when I was watching the Lightsaber Lost episode where Ahsoka gets her lightsaber stolen, because I was like, I'm pretty sure that episode is the exact reason I'm always afraid of like walking in crowds in the city, because I feel like someone's just gonna grab things off of me. Because that's what happens. Like she's just in a crowd and someone grabs it off her and she doesn't even notice. So that's always my fear. Like now that I live in the city, like someone's just gonna grab like my wallet and like I won't even know.
Well, have your lightsaber hanging from a more secure fastener.
Right.
That's the lesson.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess this is it. We've talked for 80 minutes. So,
That's not too bad.
if anyone still listening, just remember we had Star Wars Geek Girl.
Yeah, once Sal left,
Sal
everyone just cut.
Yeah, everyone
but
left.
you have Rogue Rebels and
Forgot we were
Carida
doing
Cast.
podcast.
So, just listen to our podcast. We'll throw this up on all of our feeds. But if they want, I'll give them this. I don't know if Sal wants to, but we'll give it to him. And we were supposed to have Michael from Rogue One, so we'll have to have him on again. Do this again with some more people. But I thought it was pretty neat. So, thanks everyone. Anyone else want to say goodbyes?
Thanks for listening, if those have listened. I forgot this was a podcast, so you guys are doing better than I am. Have a good one, and may the force be with you.
Yes, may the force be with you.
I was Zoe.
And Lizzie's not here, but she's here in spirit. Alright, guys. I will see you later. I'm going to download this. So, good night.
Star Wars geek girls. They're geek girls that like Star Wars. And sometimes cry.
Well, we stopped planning what we're supposed to do for that reason. We don't have a.
Then you were always like, "Oh, you're not writing show notes anymore, Zoe. Your podcast's gonna fall apart. You need to write show notes."
I don't think I ever said it was gonna fall apart. And I think I've always complimented you on you guys do you.
I think you always told me to write show notes.
I did, but that was like the first year. I think you could probably look at the date when I stopped bugging you about that.
I don't think I kept record of that.
We can look at the show notes.
Clearly not. You didn't.
But we can
play by our own rules. But
so is this
rule breakers?
Is this was going to be a quad cast, but it's really just a tri-cast since we only have 3 podcasts on here. Correct?
Trilogy.
Yeah, it's a trilogy.
Yeah.
And then this, I think, Colin, this will start making us have almost more podcasts this year already than we did last year at this time.
Oh, good. I know what was your New Year's resolution was 12 episodes?
Yep. Yeah, so we got I think we got 2 already. Right?
Oh, that's right. We're only in February. For some reason I thought 2 and we're in June. How is that?
June. Oh,
that might be a problem.
Wait, what?
All right, so
hey, give me a break. Last week I thought it was December, so it's been a long winter.
Hurry, we're 6 behind.
Yeah. So